Today on American Outlaw, here we go. Down the line with my gun collection. Guys, my knee is still busted up. Yes, I had 3 surgeries in the month of December. Literally almost lost my life, almost lost my leg. So I do have a cane still. I'm limping. Bear with me while I limp. But you guys had asked to see all of my guns. I couldn't do it all in one video. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking it down into multiple videos. And right now, I'm going to show you the shotguns. If you guys are wondering how it is that I afford all of these guns, it's not from YouTube. YouTube's not giving them to me. I started an entire new business channel. I'm going to link it below. Only if you're interested in making money. This is not an entertainment channel. If you're interested in making money, go there. I'm not your crypto bro. This is not get rich quick. This is actually grind, make yourself worth something, make yourself valuable to other people. That's what this channel is. I'm not a crypto bro. All right, back to the scheduled programming. All right, boys and girls, we know this one's famous. This is the Watermelon Slayer. This made the American Outlaw channel. This thing has killed more watermelons than anything you've ever seen. I still have some watermelon juice on it. It is the Beretta 1301 Tactical. It is my favorite shotgun still for tactical stuff. If you need a shotgun, like, you can't go wrong with this, the Watermelon Slayer. To show you that I'm not all tactical, this is my Browning over and under, and it is the, I think it's the Citori, just one up of the field grade. It's a 20 gauge. I am a diehard bird hunter. I love to hunt birds. And I bought this one. And if you guys, just so you know, you see how easy I've made the action work on this? What you have to do is you have to get the JB compound and put it in there and literally just do it 1,000 times to make it where it will work. I'll show you on a couple of shotguns that are new and I haven't done it yet. But this is my, I have a couple of bird dogs. We do a lot of upland hunting. And when I'm upland hunting, if I'm gonna hunt quail or pheasant or anything like that, I'm gonna take this thing. And it is a lightweight, beautiful over and under 20 gauge. You really don't need that many rounds. You know, you don't need 3 or 4 when you're hunting with a dog. I just love this shotgun. I got this H&R, the old Harrington and Richardson, whatever it is. I bought this one like in 2010, 11, 12, maybe 6. Whenever it was I bought this thing, it was when Dave Canterbury was doing his series on the long hunter, the modern day long hunter. And so I started using this and I would load rock salt, black powder, nails. I loaded everything in this. I had a lot of fun with this shotgun for a $150 shotgun, just trying to blow it up. Never could blow it up. And it sets now with 1 slug in it or 1 buckshot in it, depending on what I want, usually a slug. And it sets just kind of out where I can grab it really fast and just know that it's pretty safe because I have to cock it to be able to fire it. And so you can't just grab it and pull the trigger. But, you know, somebody enters the house, 1 shot with a slug or a buckshot through the chest, old H&R is going to get her done. This is literally one of my favorite shotguns that's ever existed. And I got this the year that it came out, 2016. And it is the Browning Sweet 16. Shoot, I got a few scratches on this thing. And I have shot more freaking quail with this shotgun. It's a little too much to shoot trap or skeet with because it's lightweight like the 20 gauge model. And, you know, they just came out with a 20 gauge and it's been hard to get. But this Sweet 16, man, I just love this thing. I have just hammered a ton of quail with this, and it is one of my favorite hunting shotguns. This is what got me hooked on it. This is an actual Browning Sweet 16 from back in the day when it was not the A5, but the Auto 5. And I fell in love with these shotguns as a kid. I love this old humpback. And so I got this one and I hunted with it for just a little while before I could get the Sweet 16 or the A5 Sweet 16. But these are really high dollar, you know, $2,500 shotguns, collector's items now. I'll still take it out and hunt anytime. It just doesn't, it does the little short like 2 5/8 shells. So it doesn't do, you got to order the shells for them and that sucks. But you know, this is the old OG Browning that literally, I don't know, paved the way for auto shotguns. Back to Tactical. You guys know this one. I put 2,001 rounds down this Orthos. Look, if you need a freaking tactical shotgun, Orthos is hard to beat. As a matter of fact, you're going to see that I'm kind of a Orthos guy now, but Orthos is freaking hard to beat. This is the 16-inch. I really love this recoil pad right here, so it really takes a lot of recoil off of it. The only thing I still need to change is my grip right here, but this Defender X or Defender ST from Vortex, I mean, dude, this thing just takes a licking and keeps on ticking. This is a nice freaking shotgun. All right, a little more tactical is the Benelli M4. This is the brand new one that they just came up with. You guys, if your life is on the line, you can absolutely trust Benelli. The Marines really kicked ass, took some names with it in Iraq, and they just sent this one to me. I haven't even fired it yet. The multicam black is pretty awesome. I think I'm gonna get a red dot. I think I'm gonna really get that Vortex and set this shotgun up the way that I like it to be set up for tactical use. And I mean, it's a Benelli, so you know they're awesome. And guys, you can tell how much I like shotguns by now, right? Maybe not, but I'll show you here more. All right, check this out. This is a J.C. Higgins. J.C. Higgins is pretty freaking cool. My buddy Tim was the one that turned me on to these. If you don't know Tim, he is the shotgun guy from Tactical Response. But I haven't made this a tactical shotgun yet. I'm gonna need to send it up to his gunsmith, get the barrel trimmed a little bit. This was our chokes back in the day, guys. This is, instead of a choke, we would use these compensator, and you'd be able to get full, modified, improved, which is freaking cool old piece of history. But think about this, J.C. Higgins, you could order it from Sears, because that's what J.C. Higgins was, a Sears shotgun. You get you a 12 gauge shotgun, this is the Model 20, and you can have you a really nice shooting shotgun, and they're still nice. And I paid $200 for this thing. There's really no excuse for you not to have self-defense. Like, I promise you drink more than this shotgun in Starbucks a month. Before Benelli was getting shotguns over here to the US, HK was importing these. And this is the Benelli or HK M1 Super 90. You can see back in the day, this is some of the stuff that we can learn now through 30 years of combat and shooting. And back then they had a full-size stock on this thing, and the stock was always too long to be like, really get up on the gun to be able to shoot it. And so we always needed to cut some off the stock. But this was my original shotgun when I was a sheriff's deputy. Never forget getting it, because we switched all to HK and we were like, hey man, this is the bee's knees. These shotguns are awesome. We went from a pump to a semi-auto. I mean, I'm telling you, this thing literally just beats on you. I mean, just beats on you. But yeah, this was it, man. In 1999, we got these shotguns, and the stocks were too long, but we had the ghost sights, and it's just a cool old piece of history for me, because this is what I had. I remember in Y2K, you guys don't remember Y2K, but we literally thought, like the conspiracy theory world said in Y2K, that the computers were not going to turn over to the year 2000 and all the electricity was going to shut off. So every deputy was out working, every local PD guy was out working. It was crazy. Sure enough, midnight turned around and everything worked just fine, but we were ready with these. I told you guys I liked Orthos. I'm not playing around. I would bet my life on Orthos. These shotguns are mainstay. Both of these are new. I think I shot this one just a little bit. This one's brand new. Orthos sent me this. I've got some videos planned. This is a little shorter one, and so it's an SBR. You got to get a stamp for it. Do you need an SBR? No, probably not. I'm going to do some stuff to find out how an SBR works versus a full length, but I love this black one with this Damascus looking steel on it. I know it's just engraved, but when I say I would bet my life on Orthos, I'm not kidding you. Bet your life on Orthos. If you guys are wondering how it is that I afford all of these guns, it's not from YouTube. YouTube's not giving them to me. I started an entire new business channel. I'm going to link it below. Only if you're interested in making money. This is not an entertainment channel. If you're interested in making money, go there and let's see if we can help you guys build something. I'm not your crypto bro. This is not get rich quick. This is actually grind, make yourself worth something, make yourself valuable to other people. That's what this channel is. I'm not a crypto bro. All right, back to the scheduled programming. Have you guys noticed the trend in my guns, between my rifles and my shotguns, that I have a lot of older guns. The older guns seem to be, more interesting for people who come to the office and look at them and want to go out and shoot them, because we've got so many plastic guns, we've got so many new guns with, not very good wood on the stocks, and they're all cool. And I think we would just mainly take those hunting or, for self-defense. But seeing these old guns is really cool. And so I just bought this Browning double barrel side by side the other day. I think I paid $2,100 for it. And I remember asking my uncle, I was like, hey, I always wanted one of these. What do you think? He's like, that was the gun I wanted when I was a kid. Now you can notice that it's kind of rough. Like you got to really push it down to open it, which means it hadn't been shot very much. And this is I believe this is a shotgun from the 50s or 60s, and it just hasn't been shot very much. But I wanted to try a double barrel side-by-side shotgun for years, and I could just get to where I can just afford them now. To have these old guns is just cooler, and because I've never really spent any time on a double barrel side-by-side, I really want to see how it's going to work, and I'm going to go shoot some trap with it soon. I got this from old Doc Noper. This was a double barrel just like that one, and it's an SK, what is it, 101, I think? Anyway, it's for cowboy action shooting, and it was a 26-inch barrel. But look what happens when you put the JB on there. It just comes out like butter, right? So when I want to get up on a deal and I'm going to shoot, boom, 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 drop them, put 2 new ones in, boom, boom, drop them, put 2 new ones in, and this is it's a tactical cowboy shotgun now, you know what I mean? It's pretty cool. It reminds me of Clint Eastwood and Unforgiven, like, you better move. Boom, blast him. You shot an unarmed man. He should have armed himself. That's what this reminds me of. I just love this shotgun. But this is what happens whenever you put the JB in there. It just gets it moving for you really well. And, you know, do you need a shotgun like this? No. Could you use this for a self-defense shotgun? Absolutely. I've ordered a shell holder on the side right here so that I can take this shotgun, you know, boom, boom, and pull it out, drop it, grab these 2, put it in, put it back on, get on target. There's just really no excuse for you not to have self-defense. You can come in at any budget. You don't have to come in at a big $1,200 shotgun. This one is a great shotgun, and it is the Beretta 688. Beretta didn't send this to me, but they did give me a really good discount on it. And a few of my buddies started shooting trap. And so I fell in love with it. I'm like, man, this is a nice place to come out, shoot, do business, talk, hang out with your buddies for a few hours. I like it better than golf. You can see that I've been working on getting it open. I still need some more time with JB. It takes thousands of, just coat the thing in JB and just go like this 1,000 times a day until it eventually gets to where it's like that little shotgun. But this is a really expensive shotgun. It's strictly made for trap. It's heavy. Like, could you take this hunting? Sure. Do you want to? Probably not. It's heavy. But if you're going to go shoot trap and skeet and sporting clays, you want that big old heavy shotgun because you're going to shoot 100 rounds and it just beats on you all day. And this is just perfect. And because I've got to shoot twice with professionals, I love the cheek piece because they get to set it up where it fits your eye perfectly. And so, yeah, this is just a really cool shotgun. Beretta was going to sell me any shotgun I wanted at like an employee discount. I picked this one just because it was cool. I like to go out there and be like, I'm unique that I got an all blackish, grayish, brand new shotgun. I just like this gun. I did an entire long form video on this girl. This is Ken Hackathorn's 3-gun shotgun. This is the first 3-gun shotgun ever made. Ken Hackathorn was like one of the original founders in 3-gun. He put a team together, and back then it wasn't, they had teams, and so the entire team shot this shotgun. But I was able to pick this up from Ken. This shotgun is just awesome to me. This is history to me. It's a Remington 1100, and it still shoots like a champ today. I would put my life on the line with this gun, but for 3-gun, it is bad to the bone. And for history, that this is the first 3-gun shotgun ever made. I did a long form video on it. You guys go check it out. This is an awesome shotgun. All right, both of these are my Browning A5s. I don't know why the Browning A5 fits me so good, okay? I started with this one, and I bought it because I went with my buddy Casey Eusebio, and we went to Maine, and we went shooting sea ducks. And so I said, hey, I really want this Browning because I've been shooting the Sweet 16. So I bought this one. And then, oddly, Beretta didn't send it to me, but I bought a Beretta because that's what KC wanted. And he's like, hey, I can't get a shotgun in time, and I'm flying in from a match. I think he was coming in from like Australia or something. And so I said, hey, I'll just grab this one because I don't know which one of these 2 shotguns I might like. So I bought both of them. We took both of them. We hunted for a week. Everybody ended up starting to use this A5 and shooting this one. Everybody put down the Beretta. I don't know why. I could hit ducks better, farther, easier with this one than I could the Beretta. Although I know everybody loves Beretta. I like this Beretta. I'm not going to get rid of it, but I love this A5. And all 3 of these shotguns shoot 3.5 inch. I had originally wanted this duck color camo. You guys seen some of my shirts that match this. I don't know why I love this color camo so much right now. So I just bought this one the other day when it came in stock. And so I got 2 identical shotguns, and I've got the other Beretta. So I've got 3 shotguns that all shoot, what do they all shoot? 3.5 inch 12 gauge. And I do that because we hunt crane here, and I got this amazing German wired hair pointer. And so I could hunt, you know, I could shoot low brass and shoot quail with these, all the way up to pheasant, all the way up to 3.5 inch and shoot crane. And so that's why I did it, because usually most people don't have a 3.5 inch shotgun, or they just flew in to visit me, and so they fly in and I'm able to hand them one of these guns, and it's nice to be able to have. And everybody is favoring the A5, and these are just, I just love these shotguns. The old Mossberg 500. Dudes, I love this shotgun. This is what I grew up on, the Mossberg 500. I actually bought this one the other day because it had the old front end and the old metal wood stock. It reminded me of my dad's Mossberg hunting shotgun he had with a longer barrel. And so I think I paid $350 for it on GB. And I really love this shotgun. Like I said, I've wore out one, my brother wore out one, just shooting pigeons at dairies, and I just really like them. And this was my first police gun ever. The Mossberg was always a little easier for me to be like have an ambidextrous shotgun because the safety's on top rather than on the side right here. I just always liked the Mossberg. The Remington 870 is easier to do a slug changeover with, but I've never known anybody in real life to do a slug changeover. And so again, going down the trail of what made me a gun guy, this was one of them. I think it's pretty awesome. I would still defend my life with it today. When I was a cop, this is what we had before we got the HK, I mean the HK imported Benelli M1 Super 90. All right, next shotgun. Dudes, if you don't love this shotgun, KelTec sent me this one as a 410. Soon as I seen it, I went and toured their factory. They're in like by Cocoa Beach, Florida. As soon as I saw this one, I'm like, I gotta have it. Like, send me the 410, please. Please send me the 410. I mean, this thing is like, woo! I don't know, I love it, right? As a matter of fact, my kid just got her own house. I'm probably gonna give it to her. But to be able to have this as still a 16-inch barrel and shoot buckshot 410 out of it, I mean, this girl is just sweet. And then, of course, KelTec sent me their dog. I asked them for this one because we're going to do a lot of trying to shoot drones down. You guys know I own a drone company. This is not for YouTube stuff. This is personally for the military, trying to find out what's working and what isn't. This freaking KelTec holds an entire box of shells. Can you believe that? 25. Like, you can just keep going. It reminds me of like Sarah Connor in Terminator. Ever see that? Boom. Boom. My shoulder's messed up. There we go. Boom. Anyway, that's what this gun reminds me of. Like, it's heavy, but you need 25 rounds as a 12 gauge. How do you beat this thing? Okay, with that, I have 3 or 4 more shotguns. My brothers are hunting with them. One of them is at my house for self-defense. It's the Beretta, what is it? The one underneath the 1301. I really like that one. I've got it set up for self-defense at the house. Like, I love shotguns, guys. There's this bolt guns and shotguns. So far, that's what you've seen, and I love them, and they're just awesome. They're very versatile. They do everything you need. You have to have one in your inventory. If you don't have one, you are absolutely wrong. I hope you like this tour stuff. I know it's not like exciting and moving, but you guys wanted to see my guns, so I'm just trying to bring you into the armory and show you what I have. And of course, if you got something, text me or send me a message on the bottom of your favorite guns. What do you think I should add to the collection? What am I missing? Tell me some stories. Guys, I'll see you soon. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notifications.